Hey, and thanks for watching. So let me show you quickly how I took a basic real estate DCF model I built and turned it into a web app in just a couple minutes. And when I say a web app, here you have the Excel file. This is what the web app might look like. So here I have my inputs, right? Analysis period, purchase price, financing operations. I click calculate. That then gives me the returns, some exit summary, and then actually the cash flows themselves with the option to export to a CSV. This took me approximately 5 minutes to create. Why would you want to do this? Why not just use the Excel file? There's a few reasons. Perhaps you have a team, you want to put guardrails around what they can or can't do in their analysis. Maybe you want to speed it up. Maybe you have your own proprietary in-house software platform that doesn't speak to Excel as well. I did this because, as you know, I'm building digital coworkers and I'm exploring ideas around how can I take an Excel file and allow a digital coworker to perform that sort of analysis, but not necessarily have to interact with an Excel file, which they don't. Current versions of AI don't interact with Excel as well as we'd all like, and so I'm just playing with ideas. And so what I had done, and you can now replicate this yourself, grab a basic Excel file that you've built, in this case a real estate DCF model. Here I have my blue font inputs, I have my black font outputs, I've got some or my black font calculations, my structure, investment cash flow, operating cash flow, reversion cash flow, summing to net cash flow, and then I have some outputs, unlevered IRR and equity multiple, levered IRR and equity multiple. And what I want is for these blue fonts to be inputs that the user can use. I want those then to flow through some calculations. I want to be able to visualize the cash flow, and I want to see my returns. And so to do this, what I did is I actually used first ChatGPT. Okay, so I came to ChatGPT and I said, hey, I want to build a web app that will replicate this basic real estate DCF model. And then I pasted in a screenshot of this model here. I got all of the model into one screenshot. If I needed to do multiple screenshots, I would have included this in this prompt. Then I said, you will be my prompt assistant. But to start, allow me to share first the model and then the logic behind the model. So I'm setting ChatGPT up to be my prompt assistant to draft the prompt that will be given to the no-code app builder in order to recreate this Excel file, but in a web app. So then I said, describe the details of this model. Note that the blue font cells are required inputs. These will be inputs entered by the user or the digital coworker eventually, right? Black font cells are either labels or calculations. Do your best to differentiate based on context. What are the calculations? What are the labels? Then I will share the logic and we'll see if you're correct. Okay. So then what it does is it actually identifies all of the inputs. Those are blue font cells in that file. Some of the labels, the key labels, and then does its best to understand the calculations behind those and then summarizes that for me. And I say, great. Now here are all of the formulas. And so to give it the formulas, what I did, again, I come here and I hit Control tilde. And if you're familiar with Control tilde, what that does is it opens up all of the formulas. It just shows you what formulas are in which cells. And then I zoomed out a bit, took a screenshot of this, dropped it in and said, now here are all of the formulas. I hope the text isn't too small. It actually came back and said, hey, I can see it crystal clear. And then based on that additional context, it identified calculations for things like closing costs and NOI growth and so forth. And it summarized that for me, and then it obviously offered, as it does, it's kind of annoying, hey, I can do these things for you. It's like, okay, no, I have something else in mind. And I said, please craft an initial prompt for Lovable to build the first draft. Now, if you're unfamiliar with Lovable, you might also be familiar with Bolt.new. Maybe you're familiar with V0 by Vercel. These are no-code builders. You essentially give a prompt, so some instructions, and out comes a web app. You can also attach, say, a file. You could attach like a screenshot of a website and say, recreate this website, and it will do its best to recreate that website, or recreate this application, and it will do its best to do so. The better your prompt, as is the case with all AI, the better your prompt, the better the output. And so what I did, I then said, please craft an initial prompt for Lovable. That prompt would go in this box here. And so it then put together a rudimentary prompt that I wasn't as happy with. And then I said, please rewrite the draft in Markdown format, just a simpler format. Put it more in paragraph form, speaking directly to the LLM. And so then it gave me, what isn't exactly Markdown, but whatever. But it is in more paragraph form, which is, at least for me, I get better outputs from these sort of projects in more paragraph form rather than just in simply bullet points. And so it put paragraphs together. It did bullet point out things like inputs. It then defined the calculation engine, essentially the logic that's behind this model, all in this single prompt. I then copied this and I pasted it here. And what that looks like is this. So here's the prompt. So as soon as I pasted it in there, this window pops up, and you'll actually see code beginning to be written like this. And this prompt, from that, it says, I'll create a clean professional real estate DCF web app that helps users analyze real estate investments with blah, 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 blah. For the first version, I'll implement that describes the features, design elements, and styling, and then it goes to work here, and that's this code. And it wrote all of this, file after file. It took it about 5 minutes, and the completed version looked like this. In a single shot, it built this real estate DCF model. And so I can click calculate, here are my returns, exit summary, cash flows with the ability to download as a CSV file. Now, that was a single prompt. If I were to build this further, I can do things like click edit, and then I can actually select elements. So I could, for instance, select this header, and then I can come in and actually just change the attributes of this header. I could change its name and maybe font size, color, or I could prompt it. So let's select this entire block here, like so, and then I could actually just tell it, let's add XYZ. Now, in practice, what I would do if I wanted to take this further is I would continue to have a conversation over here with ChatGPT. It would be my prompt assistant. So I would do something like I would share a screenshot of what was built. And I would say to ChatGPT, okay, here's what Lovable built. I want to make this change, or I want to make that change, draft a prompt. It would draft the prompt. I would paste the prompt back here in Lovable. It would do its next round of changes. And iteratively back and forth, we would build together a web app. In this context, it's incredible to me that in a single shot, in about 5 minutes, I have a fully functional real estate DCF model web app. So that's how I build a real estate DCF model web app in like 5 minutes. Experiment with these no coding tools. They're pretty cool. See if you can replicate this exercise that I just did. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Otherwise, thanks for your time.